Hello everybody, it's Vinyl Rich here. Before I get started, I'd like to ask Fishman a question. What is Cusqueña? This is a beer from Peru, made in Peru. Cheers everybody, I really don't know what that means. Yeah. Okay, this video here, a little bit different. In fact, this one's been 1 year in the making. It's the 1 year Vinyl Richie anniversary and contest. Woohoo! I'm going to show some vinyl. I'm going to show some flyers. I showed some flyers from some punk gigs a few videos back and got a few comments. So I thought I would show some. I'm going to show some albums. I'm going to show some 7-inch, and I'm going to pick a winner for my contest. I did get some comments, people asking me, I seem to have missed it. I didn't know you were having a contest. If you watched my Red Cross vinyl collection video, it's a very long video, 36 minutes. And at the end of that, that's when I announced my contest. And what you had to do, let's see, yeah, here it is. What you had to do is send me a private message and tell me the name of the band of the last album that I showed in the video, and it was Tater Tots. And that's all you had to do to enter my contest. I decided against making... one thing I noticed about the contest, it's a pretty good way of getting a lot more subscribers. I've seen people do 100 subscriber contests, and next thing you know, they're like over 200, just like that. And so that's one good thing about the contest. But what I decided is I was going to do a contest because the prize that I'm giving away, it's a record that there's only 250 of them made. So I wanted somebody, you know, I didn't want a lightweight, let's put it that way. And that brings up this flyer here, the first one I'm going to show. This is a Black Flag, DOA, Descendants, and Minutemen concert at the Ukrainian Hall in Hollywood. This was when Black Flag was at the peak. 81, I believe. They had the two guitars, Greg and Dez, and it was just so intense. They played their set, and they left, and it had to have been 10. They left, they came back, they did an encore, and then they left again. And it had to have been another 10, 12 minutes before they came back again. And I don't know why I stayed. I think it was because they weren't tearing down the stage or anything like that. I was kind of like, what's going on, you know? And they came back, and Henry goes, yeah, we wanted to play some more, and we just wanted the lightweights to, you know, to leave. And Black Flag, dude. What does this say? Life is a joke. That's what the skeleton's saying. And at the bottom down here, this is the punchline. Art by Raymond Pettibone. I guess some people call him Pettibone. I don't know. I always called him Pettibone. Anyways, so that's all you had to do. I didn't make a video. I didn't have people make videos. I have 2 people that enter my contest that don't make videos, and that's cool. They watched my whole video all the way to the end, and that's who I wanted to enter in my contest. First one here we got, who entered, Cold Wax MN. He's going into the jar back here that reminds Bobby Gass of his grandma's house. Now, Cold Wax MN, I happened to win his contest, and what he gave was $30 at Amazon. He also sent this 7-inch single, Clock Brains, Ringo Fire, and Arizona Highways. I'll be honest, I have not listened to this yet. I have listened to this one though. This is the CD I bought with the Amazon money. It's a band from Morocco. Really, I mean, it's just funky, lo-fi, garage sounding. And this is the name of the band, and that's the name of the album. It's 8 songs, and it's taken from 4 7-inch singles that this guy that was in Morocco just rummaging through the town. He saw this one shop. Guy, I guess he used to make albums or records, and he just rummaged through and he found the 7 inches by that band and put them out on CD. And I had some extra money, and what I did is I bought some outer sleeves with that extra money. I'm not too organized, but yeah, that CD is really cool. The next person that entered, the Vinyl Potato. Vinyl Potato, he turned me on to a band, Spoon. I mean, I guess they're a popular 2000 band, but I had never heard them. And I got turned on to them by him. But recently he showed a video with Sonic Youth, and I thought I'd show my Sonic Youth 7 inches. I don't really have any of theirs. I have some splits. This is a Red Cross, Yesterday Once More. I did show this in my Red Cross video. But on the other side, it's Sonic Youth with Superstar. And this is a limited edition on red vinyl. And it's on a compilation of If I Were a Carpenter, where all these indie bands or grunge, punk bands do Carpenter songs. The other one is it's Mudhoney on one side, and they're doing Halloween. I don't think you can see that too well. And man, Mudhoney's version of Halloween is excellent. And it's edition 3,000 of these. And on the other side, it's Sonic Youth doing Touch Me, I'm Sick. And then finally, but not last, we got Silicone Youth, or whatever. That's Madonna's real last name, I believe. And on you got one song called Burning Up, and it's Mike Watt singing and guitars and bass. You got Greg Ginn on lead guitar and Ethan James on drums. And then the other side is where the Sonic Youth comes in. It's a tough titty rap into the groovy, and it's Thurston Moore singing and playing guitar, Lee Ronaldo playing guitar, Kim Gordon on bass, and Steve Shelley on drums, and then Martin BC drum programming. It's pretty good. Next guy, Dead Wax 66. Into the little bowl. Dead Wax 66 actually is one of my favorite channels. I showed this video in that Red Cross. And this is actually Sky Saxon right here from the Seeds. But it's got the Jeff and Steve McDonald. You can't see the picture too well. They play bass and guitar on this. And then you got Corrigan, what's his name? Brian Corrigan from the Primates. Another surfy garage band from the 80s, playing drums. And it's a live show. Really garagey. And he picked it up based on that video I made. And he gave it a big thumbs up. So he's got really good taste. And so if he endorses it, I have no problem endorsing it. Anybody that really likes that garagey sound, you should check that out, because you can get it relatively cheap. An album that he showed that I bought, Earthless Meets Heavy Blanket, in a Dutch Haze. I've shown this before. It's a double album. It's a live. It's one song. The whole double album is just one song, and it's a really, really great. Okay, the next one, J.D. Mack. I do not believe he makes videos, but that's cool. One of these days, make them. I know it's kind of awkward the first time. In fact, my first video, my daughter, my oldest daughter, one that lives in North Carolina, she watched it. She told me, "Dad, I could only sit through 5 minutes of that thing." He goes, "You're talking in a monotone, and it's really not a subject that she's interested in." Since then, I've gotten better at it. Though the delivery wasn't that good in the first video, I think the content was top notch. John Bellamy. He made a comment on my last video where I kind of criticized, or I said Tommy is overrated. So I did listen to Tommy, and I still think it's overrated. It's not that it has filler in it. It's just, to me, a lot of it's just not really that spectacular. Like to me, on side one, the only really great song on it is "Amazing Journey," I believe. I should have pulled the album, but and there are some goofy songs like "Fiddle About," "Fiddle About." Then that part where "It's a boy, it's a boy." I mean, it doesn't make for good music to me. But hey, there's no right or wrong here. Next person that entered my contest, Thumpfinger, our slap bass happy guy. I thought I would show this. I have a bunch of their flyers, but this was one show that was absolutely spectacular. You can see the headliner was Discharge. Below them played Suicidal Tendencies, Battalion of Saints, Shattered Faith, and Kilroy, and then Tales of Terror. I mean, it was a great show. The first couple of bands were, they were okay. But man, Battalion of Saints, great. Suicidal Tendencies were absolutely fantastic. And I was thinking, man, Discharge could have trouble following them, but actually Discharge were fucking absolutely fantastic. This was a great show at Perkins Palace in Pasadena. Perkins Palace was an old movie theater that they used to play punk rock shows at. Really, it was a really great venue. Next person entered, Sean Doyle. I don't believe he makes videos either. He has a lot of like videos on his channel, but there you go, brother. Next person, Metal Theologian. Another one who has excellent. He has an excellent collection, dude. I mean, the name of the channel is the Metal Theologian, but two records that I got turned on to by him are, one is Cain and Abel, a funk man from the 70s. This is a reissue. And another one, this is original press, The Counts. What's Up Front That Counts, another great funk. The name of his channel is The Metal Theologian, but he shows all kind of shit. Eric Medeiros is my next one. Dude from Boston. I believe it's Boston, that area. He's a David Bowie fan. In fact, his very first video showing his David Bowie collection, and I recently picked up this. I think it was last week. I haven't shown it yet, and it's a David Bowie interview from the Scary Monsters era. I mean, it's something you listen to once, and then it's about it. It's kind of funny. I would buy this, but I haven't bought Black Star, you know. The thing with Black Star is I haven't bought any David Bowie albums since the mid-'80s, and I thought it would be kind of bullshit for me to buy one now just because he just passed away, you know. It's just kind of the trendy thing right now. I am going to make a David Bowie vinyl collection video, but I just wanted to, there were so many tribute videos made to him, and I thought I would hold off. And the last person that entered my contest is Vinyl Kaleidoscope. I believe he's a Knucklehead up there with Bobby Gass and Fishman. And recently he bought I believe it was him. This guy shows a lot. He shows rock, a lot of rock. I mean, if it's rock, he'll check it out. He does like the hair metal and heavy metal more than I do. But he did buy an album by this band. I think it was their third album, Locals Only, Surf Punks, and by that time they were like a one joke band, and by that time the joke had gotten old. In fact, if you're gonna get any of their albums, get their first one. And I don't even have that. I just have one of the singles off of it called Shark Attack. Get Out of the Water and Don't Look Back. That's a good song. But, you know, that's all I have by them. And, what the person's going to win is a copy of this Red Cross. This is a reissue of Teen Babies from Monsanto. And this is number 173, initialed by Jeff McDonald. I happen to have 2 copies of this. And there's only 250 of these made, so this is a pretty rare record, and it's a good record. Metal Theologian, give it a shot. It's a good album if you happen to win. Now, if he wins, everybody's it was fixed. You know, that's the other thing about these drawing videos. You can tell some of them are. I mean, the guys have a lot of integrity, and they're really well done. But there was one. It was a EJD 719 or whatever. I mean, he was down here looking as he's picking out the names, and guess who won? His best buddy, fellow New Mexico bud, Scott Waters. You know, I'm not saying it was fixed, but that's the appearance that you got. And let me leave it on here. I'm gonna mix these up, and the last one standing will be the winner. I'll put it back up here. So, and I am going to show some more records and some more flyers, so stick around. I know this part of the video gets pretty boring. Sorry, bud, Eric McDarris. You really would have liked this album. I'm going to try and do this quickly, because yeah, this kind of gets boring. Another guy that would have liked this album, I know for sure. Dead Wax 66. Only 8 people, I mean, I think it was 10 people joined, so this shouldn't go too long. It's already 19 minutes. I don't want this video to be, I didn't want it to be over 20, but the Vinyl Kaleidoscope. And, everybody, check out these people's videos, you know. Subscribe to everybody that entered my contest, please. John Bellamy. Sorry, dude. The luck of the Irish. One of my grandparents is Irish. The other 3 were all English. Cold Wax MN. Sorry, dude. Thanks for Yeah, both of my parents were from, I make it up, we're both from London. I've probably mentioned that before. They moved to Bakersfield, you know. It's like, how you go from London to Bakersfield is beyond me. It's not fixed, see everybody? The Metal Theologian. Yeah, these are getting really mixed up in there. Sorry, Sean. Make a video, dude. I mean, I know if you don't have a camera, just use my first ones. I use the. I mean, this is not high tech shit I'm doing right now, you know. But I just used the camera that was in the laptop. I bought a little camera here, and the quality seems to be about the same. Yeah, now that it's a year in, I think I'll end up buying a camera, you know. JD Mac, I mean, I can make it for some videos, and, you know, I can take it out on the town and maybe make some videos around town, you know. I got some ideas for videos. In fact, I know what my next video is going to be. I have a box down here. It's got some VHS tapes in it, and I have no idea what's in there. That box has been under the bed for who knows how long. Sorry, Vinyl Potato. Great channel. He loves 7 inches, and I'm going to show some 7 inches after I pull this. And then I'm going to show a few more flyers. And this is the last one. I'm sure whoever it is, they realize they won. And it is Thump Finger, brother. Thump Finger, that's cool. Private message me your address. I'll send you this record that I'm sure you're going to like. It's a limited edition of 250. Really good album. And I might throw some other stuff in there too. I'm going to show some singles real quick. I know a lot of people don't like singles. I like picture sleeve singles. In fact, when I first started buying records, back when I was a kid in the 60s, that's what I bought, was singles. And then I got more album orientated, and I just didn't buy them anymore. I had no interest. And I started buying singles again in the late 70s, when I realized a lot of these punk bands that I was seeing in concert, they're not going to make albums, you know. So I wish I would have started way sooner. Maybe my first one I bought was 78, 79. But anyways, here's G.G. Allin and the Jabbers. This is a reissue. I just wanted to show him. A lot of people aren't familiar with this guy. But this is him in what he looked like in his first band. And this is a picture of him towards the end. I mean, man, this guy, total self-destruction, you know. And I did see G.G. Allin. I never saw him perform. Me and my buddy Tom, we went to go check him out. It was in Chinatown. It wasn't at Madame Wong's. I think it was a Hong Kong cafe. It was like it's a restaurant that's right catty corner to the Madame Wong's. And we went, and he didn't play. He punched out the female singer of the opening band, and so they just shut it down. I guess he wanted to borrow their PA. I mean, come on, dude. If you're gonna go on tour, you gotta have a PA, you know. But she said, yeah, you can use it, you know, $100 deposit or whatever, which is quite reasonable. I mean, his shows are really destructive. But we're sitting in the car, you know, and all of a sudden, here comes Gigi walking down Broadway. He walks by us, and he's got this fucking bunch of sheep following him. Maybe 20 people following him. And then he jetted across the street, just jetted across Broadway into this parking lot over there, jumped into a car, him and 3 other people, and they took off. But we're sitting there, and I go, let's go to Al's Bar. And this band was playing at Al's Bar. They were not the headliner. I can't remember the headliner band, and I do have a record of theirs. But anyways, this is Quiver, Miss Betty. It was an all-female band. Really good. Really good. Here's a pretty funny one. Pretty relevant. The Fearless Iranians from Hell. It's got theme, Land of the Free, Blow Up the Embassy, and Iranian Clan on it. This is one, Scatterbrain. The Dark Stuff was talking about this band a few videos back. I don't have any of their albums, but I do have this single. Don't Call Me Dude, Dude. Pretty funny video. Check it out on YouTube. Scatterbrain, Don't Call Me Dude. Pretty funny video. The Subhumans, Rats. Gang of Four, I Love a Man in a Uniform. Great single. Another Gang of Four, Is It Love? Yeah, Is It Love? This one's for the Hog's Ear Report, JFA. If you find this single, dude, get it. This is a great single. It's called My Movie. And here's some, I'm going to show some singles of bands that probably people might be surprised that, you know, I have their records. Georgia Satellites, I love this song. Keep Your Hands to Yourself. I don't know, their albums might be good, but I thought the song was absolutely fantastic. Another one is Human League, Love Action. Great song. And then Fascination by Human League. Another great song. And this one is Keep On Moving, Soul to Soul. Great song, I mean, dance song. Shalimar, another one. That's Jody Watley there. She had a solo career. She left this band. What's this? Dead Giveaway. That's a good song. Young MC, Bust a Move. Mary Mary, Run DMC. And then this one here, I'm almost embarrassed to say I have it. I did get it. I think I paid 10 cents for it. Say 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 by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. Just a piece of crap song, you know. Now I'm going to show some flyers. This is the very first flyer that I ever kept. It's the Bags. This is probably 78, maybe 79, this show. And they were playing with the Alley Cats. That's probably, that's definitely the oldest flyer I have. This one here is pretty cool. It's Outer Circle, Red Wedding. Red Wedding was the band that I went to go see. They were absolutely great. At the Anti-Club. Anti-Club was a really cool club on Melrose. Not in the trendy part of Melrose, though. And right here it says, how can I worry about the goddamn dishes when children are dying in Vietnam? And it's got a picture of a sink full of dirty dishes. This is a show that was pretty good. Not pretty good, it was really good. Circle Jerks, Bad Brain, Circle One, and Public Nuisance. Every time I ever saw the Circle Jerks, they blew everybody away. Whether they were the headliner, whether they were one of the opening bands. In concert, the Circle Jerks blew everybody away. Every time I've seen them. And I saw them quite a few times. They definitely blew Bad Brains away big time. And this is a show they did. I don't know if you can see this. An evening of tribute to the late Karen Carpenter. This was midnight, Saturday, February 1986. 1983. February 19th, 1983. This is right after Karen Carpenter died. They did a little concert. It says Circle Jerks and some friends. And it was a really good show. It was, you got off the Hollywood Freeway and you went east on Melrose, which is not the trendy area at all. And it was like in a storefront. Once everybody was in, they ended up chaining the, I mean, talk about a fire trap. I've been to some fire trap gigs. There were some in basements of restaurants, but this one here, they had a chain on the front. It was like windows all in the front. They chained the doors, and the police came. They were pounding on the door, but nobody answered, and they went away. But yeah, it was absolutely a good gig. And Dead Hippie was the opening band. This is a Exene spoken word thing she did with the Minutemen, and then Michael C. Ford, some poet. And this was at McCabe's guitar shop. This was like they used to clear this one little room out. They would have maybe less than 50 chairs set out. You would sit there, and I went there twice. The other time I went there, it was John Boneback or whatever, the drummer for X. This is Sam Hain with Poison 13. This is at the Roxy, the Roxy. We're a very small venue, just up the street from the Whiskey. I think, yeah, it was right next door to the Rainbow. And this was absolute. Sam Hain and Poison 13 were really great too. And I believe they have a member of the Big Boys is in that band. They're from Austin, Texas. But Sam Hain they were good, man. They were in concert. I thought they were better than Misfits. I saw Misfits twice, and I thought Sam Hain was better in concert. And a few little bit different. This one here is the Dwarfs. Friday, April 17th at the Troubadour. This is when, what album was it? Come Clean album was out. And then, to show that I didn't just go to punk gigs, here's a Houdini rap band. They had that song, The Freaks Come Out at Night. The Freaks Come Out at Night. This is a Cro-Mags. They were absolutely fantastic. At the Country Club. Country Club was a little club in Reseda. Really good. And then this is the last one I'm showing. This was actually the last big punk gig that I actually went to. It was Charge GBH. They weren't very good at all. GBH were a fantastic band in concert. But this show wasn't very good, and it turned out the drummer was a junkie, and instead of he slowed the beats down to, and it was horrible. I mean, there have been bands that have survived junkie guitar players, but a junkie drummer and a hardcore punk band, it just doesn't quite cut it. The Dickies were the band that played just before them. They weren't that good. At this point of their career, they weren't that good. There was only 2 original members left. Raw Power was the only band that I thought was really good that night. I think they're from Italy. Yeah, they're from Italy. You had the Breakouts. I don't even remember them. Plain Rap. They were just generic punk. And MTV filmed this show, and I think they showed it on MTV, and it was weak. It wasn't very good. I quit going to these kind of gigs. I got tired of getting into fights with skinheads, quite honestly. Anyways, congratulations, Thump Finger. And everybody, my next video should be a little bit different. I'm going to show some shit in a box that I'm not even sure what's in there. But I'm sure it's interesting, otherwise I wouldn't have saved it. Anyways, take care.